doing them too, man. Come on.
I know that's what it is. Trust me.
Come on, boy.
You know what to do.
Son.
Knock
Get
his
it.
eyes out, buddy.
Get it, boy.
You're faster. Beat his ass.
So this week we're looking at the most effective way to keep distance in a street fight. Keep watching. So if you looked at a lot of our videos that we've been producing so far, we always use cutscenes or real fights. If you keep looking at this, you'll see some. One of the things you'll notice is that people move around in the fight, and when they move around, what you need is the ability to control distance. How do you control distance? Well, one way to do that is to attack the knees, to kick the legs. Don't kick high, and the reason why I say kick low is because it's harder to see, it comes under the vision. That's the first thing. The second thing is because the knees are vulnerable. The legs are really essentially small, the knees are essentially small little targets, and it doesn't matter how broad you are, how big you are, the knees are essentially going to be around about the same height, being from foot to knee, and obviously around about the same sort of width. So unless you've got Jack the Giant who's got big legs and he's really tall, which I really doubt it, the reality is the knees are a good area to attack. Most importantly, it gives you the ability to control distance because it stops the person from stepping in. Let me show you what I mean. If Jonathan steps in to to punch me, strike, here, bang, if I stamp on the knee, you see how it stops him. We call it a stop kick. So if he comes in, boom, kicking to the leg. Sorry, you okay? Because that was the heel of my shoe. If you notice, I'm actually kicking with the heel of the shoe and stamping onto the knee. For safety, I'm going just above the knee, but I'd actually be kicking onto the knee. That's the first thing. The second thing is that when he comes in, I'm actually kicking the leg, okay? So that stops him. However, if we're just moving around and he's moving around and I'm trying to keep him at distance, then essentially I'm following him, bang, and then I can use, boom, the kick to keep him at range. So the kick, essentially, is to keep him at range. With him at range, it's much easier for me to either go in, trap control his arms, or displace him or counter punch. But if you keep watching for the next section, you're going to see some closer detail on how we use the kick in sense of the edge of the shoe, where we kick, and where the pain, or how we inflict pain with the kick. Keep watching.
You got one?
That's good.
You got one?
What you stopping at the
Move back
stairs
over on
for?
the stairs.
Don't matter. Come over here. You ain't gotta go far.
All right.
What are you doing? These.
What?
Your hands
You go right back here a little bit.
So the details of the kick, what are they? Well, the first thing is using the shoe. We all wear shoes when we attack, unless we're on a beach or a swimming pool. So the best thing to do is to use the shoe to its own effect. Most shoes have a ridge, okay? So what essentially you want to try to do is use the ridge to form into the shin. So that's one way to apply the kick. So you can pass the kick if you play soccer, and we call it football here, but you guys in the stadium might call it soccer. What you can do is pass the leg, and you can see how powerful it is. It's quite hard. What it does do is it cuts the shin. If you can combine that with a stamp, okay? Yeah, sorry, it's quite painful. So what you do is you kick and you stamp using the foot stomp, the heel of the shoe, straight onto the top of the foot. That also allows you to keep the person at bay, because the guy's going to be more tentative to coming in. If you're really focused on using this and you're quite accurate with your kicking, a good thing to do is to use the edge of the shoe and try to catch just under the knee. So you're essentially kicking up into the kneecap itself. So the kneecap, you're kicking up into the kneecap. That's another way to apply the kick. The last way, and probably the most effective way, is literally just to stamp. So from here, you lift your knee, and as you lift your knee, you stamp down onto the leg. Now, if you're fairly close and you can stamp, sometimes what it does is it locks the guy's legs down, so you can kick the leg out, kick him again, okay, which really opens his stance. Or from this position, if he moves his leg out of the way, it does give you the option just to kick straight into the groin and just obviously finish the fight and just go in and control. Remember, the point is to control distance, to keep the person at bay, not to allow him into your face. And if he's covering up, as we were talking about in one of our videos previously, where the guy's covering up, rather than running in and punching through the arms, what you can simply do is just stamp on the knee, just finish it, go in there and defend yourself. Thanks for watching. Please let me know how you get on.